Hello students, how are you all? Let's start chapter number 1 of class 12th. Name of the chapter is Nature and Significance of Management. In class 12, the part 1 part of the business studies book is all related to management process. We will study more about the management. So let's begin. To understand the nature of anything, we need to know what it is, what are its features, what are its objectives. So here also we will study the nature of management by firstly looking at its definition. Management. What is management? Management, it is a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. Dear students, this definition looks quite simple, but it is a very difficult work of management. Means it is a combination of many simple processes inside it. Many things need to be done to manage the things. So let's see this definition elaborately. It is a process, means it is a continuous process. It keeps continuing in any organization continuously, and it is a combination of many processes like planning, organizing, directing, controlling, coordinating, staffing, etc. So it is a combination of many other processes in the organization. Next is the it is all about getting the things done. Means you have set some goals and employed people in your organization, and people in have been distributed work according to the specialization and giving them targets in order to reach the goals effectively and efficiently. Dear students, it is very important. When a manager is considered effective and when a manager is considered efficiently, you need to understand that very carefully. You will get a case study also on this topic. Like effectively means if you are completing the target on time, means you are the manager is effective enough to get the to give the order to the employees and getting the things done. He will be considered as an effective manager. So completion on time means if the manager is able to get the things done on time, and efficient means he is getting the things done at minimum cost, is not crossing the limit set by the organization for completing the target. You suppose we can see a case study like this, you can get in the exam also. Suppose Mr. X is a manager in XYZ organization. He has received an order to produce 100 units of a particular product. Now he completed the order in 3 days but crossed the limit of the minimum cost set by the organization. Now tell me, will he be considered an efficient manager and also an effective manager? Yes, he will be considered an effective manager, but he will not be considered as an efficient manager, as he has crossed the limit of minimum cost. He could not get the things done at the cost set by the organization, minimum cost set by the organization. There must have been wastage of resources by the employees, and he could not track that. Next, we need to know the nature and significance of management. We will firstly understand the features of management. Features, there are all about 7 features of management. We will study them. A goal oriented process, it is a goal oriented process. Management, whenever anybody wants to manage something, he has to complete the goal of the that thing. Suppose a company gets an order of producing 2000 shirts. So here producing 2000 shirt will be the goal of the organization, and in what time it has to be completed. Suppose the shirts has to be stitched in 2 weeks, so the work time will be 2 weeks. So goals are set in prior, what work has to be done and in what time, how it will be done, everything is planned in prior. So goal oriented process, it is a goal oriented process. And you will have to make plans of everything in prior. You have to note down in concrete values, but you have to check previous year work also, and you have to make proper details of the things which will be needing. You will have to write them in concrete values, and then you will decide how much human resource you will be needing, how much other resources you will be needing to complete the order. So this is how it is goal oriented process. Pervasive and universal process. It's a continuous process. Management is a pervasive or universal as it is required everywhere, with whether it be a small organization or a bigger organization, whether it is a profit making or any non profit making organization. Even if you are at home, the head of the family has to manage so many things, like the parents of the family, family members, studies of the family, health of the family. So everything has to be managed by the head of the family. It is a multi-dimensional process. This is the third feature of the management. It is a multi-dimensional. It is very important, market important, and it is a combination of three parts. Management covers three important dimensions. It covers the work in the organization. It covers the management of people and management of the operation work being done. So management of work means what is to be done, means understanding in prior that what work will be done by which employees. So this is management of work. It is basically we are deciding and making concrete plans what work we will have to do to achieve our goals, and how we will get them work done on time with efficiency. So how much unit to produce and in what time is all about what management of work. Management of people means by whom it is to be done. Suppose the order of a 2000 shirt you have received. Now you will decide who will do this which work. Suppose you gave the work of stitching to someone, and stitching to someone, and the work of buttoning up to someone, cutting to someone according to their expertise, means specialization. So you are deciding which work will be done by whom, and you are also keeping in mind the welfare of the employees. So that is called the management of people in the organization. Next is the management of operation, means the work being done. Is it being done efficiently? It includes the management of work, and it is includes including the management of people also. So it's a very important feature of the management. You have to learn it very properly. Next, management is a continuous process. Management keep taking place in an organization even if the work has been achieved. Manager is not that he has completed the target, now he can relax. He has to continuously do the management work even after the things has been done. He can give after sales services, etc. And also he has to bring improvements in the organization to do the management work more efficiently in future time. Whatever processes which he could not do in the previous goal fulfillment, he has to make improvement now. So it is a continuous process. It keeps taking place. It is a group oriented process. It is a group oriented process means you know that every organization is divided into various departments, like HR department, sales department, production departments, marketing department, advertising, auditing, etc. Why this is done? Because when the work will be done by the experts, when the work will be done by the expert, the things will be done on time and efficiently also, and every department will work on time, and will work on time, and will coordinate with each other so that the work can be done on time, and smooth functioning of the organization is seen to the outsiders. No kind of conflicts is there. So then only an organization can succeed, when there is no kind of any conflicts in the organization. So it's management is a group oriented process, means um, every people is organizing the work very efficiently. Next is the dynamic function. means management is a dynamic as a function. It means it keeps changing. Management keep changing, so means you need to get improvements in the management process. Even your product may be at a high demand in the market, you need not to get relaxed by that. You need to bring improvement in your product even after having a good sale in the market. So dynamic function, you can take example from your studies also. Earlier all the work were done manually, now most of the studies is done online. So if you would not have improved, if the teachers would not have improved, how would they have given provided you good studies, good level of studies? Next, it is an intangible activity, means you cannot see the physical existence of management in the organization. You cannot see it as a person. You cannot see it as any department. After you will get to see it after the goal has been achieved. So management is an intangible activity, does not have any physical existence, but can be felt when the goal has been achieved. So these were all the features of management. I hope you have understood them well. In our next video we will cover the objectives of the management. So that was all for today.